And Brett Hall, a perfect feed. Pavel Datsyuk in the clear all alone. Oh, what a goal!
How the hell did he just do that? That exact phrase was said over and over again when you watched Pavel Datsyuk. Statistically, there were always better players, but the level of creativity Datsyuk had on both sides of the puck was something that the NHL had never seen before. And it's that same creativity that would change the way future superstars would play the game. If you were to sum up the current NHL with one word, you might say something like speed or talent, but when you look at the evolution of the game, really it's creativity. All you have to do is take one look on social media to find all the innovative ways that players are evolving. Whether it's learning how to shoot like Bedard, skate like McDavid, or Michigan like Zegras, the creativity of this game is progressing at lightning speed. But before all this became the standard, there was Pavel Datsyuk. And if you grew up playing hockey, you would be a liar if you said you didn't YouTube Datsyuk highlights to try and learn how to deke out everyone on the other team. With the game's best players taking the techniques of the previous generations, Datsyuk's creativity on both sides of the puck was the gold standard for today's current superstars to model their game after. Offensively, there was perhaps no one more creative at exposing defenders than Pavel Datsyuk. If you find yourself going one-on-one with Datsyuk, it was likely that you were about to get humbled quickly. To Datsyuk, every offensive situation was like a chess match. Every move and decision was carefully made with the intention of what would come next. If he wanted to drive the outside lane, he would purposely attack the middle to get defenders to cross their feet and then instantly shift wide when their momentum was going the wrong way. Of course, the most famous example was against Logan Couture, but Datsyuk made this a regular occurrence when he played. Now, when you look at how superstars like McDavid and McKinnon weaponize their speed, they follow the same principles. Now, granted, they are going a lot faster than Datsyuk, but speed without intention and purpose is a waste. Now, this doesn't even include the subtleties of Datsyuk's offensive awareness. In today's NHL, you'll often see the offensive player beat the defender stick in a one-on-one situation and maybe create a highlight reel play. Datsyuk would do this consistently in the offensive zone. Whether it was slipping a check or threading the needle on a pass, he routinely found space where others couldn't. Now, if you watch hockey players work on their skill development, you'll see a lot of them work the puck through triangles to try and master this exact skill. Now, in my opinion, McDavid has taken this to a whole other level, but before him, Pavel Datsyuk was one of the best when it came to using this skill. When one-on-one with a goalie, Datsyuk was also in a league of his own. If you ever feel useless at your job, just go back and watch a goalie try and stop Datsyuk on a breakaway. Not only would he make them look silly, but he would use moves that we had never even seen before. I mean, the level of confidence and creativity it takes to flip a puck over a goaltender is just absurd. This same confidence and creativity sparked an entire generation of hockey players attempting the same moves. With the influx of young talent oozing with confidence, Datsyuk has often been imitated but never duplicated. Because while his offensive flair has been adopted by many of the young superstars in the NHL, no one has also had the defensive game to go along with it. If you look at Datsyuk's stats, you may wonder how a guy who's never hit 100 points in one season could possibly be considered one of the best players to ever lace him up. And that's because on the defensive side of the puck, Datsyuk never cheated the game to create offense. That same creativity that separated him offensively translated to the defensive side of the game and how he would steal pucks. Watching Datsyuk do this was like watching art. With just his stick, he would trick his opponents to play the puck in a vulnerable position and then commit highway robbery. Often his timing was so clean that he wouldn't even need to stick lift the player. He could just pluck it right from their stick. Datsyuk won the Selke 3 times as the NHL's best defensive forward and also added 4 Lady Bings for his sportsmanship. This is a true testament of his ability to not only play incredibly tough, but also very clean. Datsyuk wasn't a big guy. He was 5'11", 194 pounds, but he could hit you like a truck. Being the talent that he was, guys would hunt Datsyuk, but he would either see it coming and make you look stupid, or he would hunt back. In every way, really, Pavel Datsyuk was the perfect player. If you needed a goal, his creativity was essential to have on the ice. If you needed to protect the lead, his defensive awareness was second to none in the entire NHL. That's not to mention, by the way, that on any given night, he could do something that the NHL had never seen before. That alone earned him 2 cups and countless individual hardware. And although he didn't put up Crosby-like points, Pavel Datsyuk brought a level of creativity that completely changed the future of NHL hockey. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite Datsyuk memory or goal was and where you think he ranks in terms of talent in NHL history. And also, before we finish the video, I want to thank our sponsor, Hockey Training. If you're a hockey player who wants to improve your game this offseason, the Hockey Training app and YouTube channel is the best place to be. Armed with drills inspired by some of the greatest NHL players in the world, it is the #1 spot to take your game to the next level, both on and off the ice. If you're interested, I'll leave the links in the bio down below, and if you want to see more NHL breakdowns, click on any of the links on the screen to subscribe and turn on notifications.